friend Stephen Watland, who went to high school with me, and I've done a few shows with him, sent me a link about this new group that were trying to put together a film to be submitted to the Cannes Film Festival. And I kind of looked at it, and I liked the idea of it being these characters had this framework, but you got to kind of build them yourselves. And the role of the professional, the lead, just kind of jumped out at me, and I told Stephen that I'm getting that role.
I learned about this project at Fran's Halloween party. I was complimenting Tara on her Wonder Woman costume. We started talking about costumes because I work at the costume shop, and I guess I had a great personality because she invited me to come work on the project.
I had actually met Bruce and Tara Whitten many years ago. They came and saw a show I was in with a company called Level Ground Arts, and we had become friendly after that, and we're kind of in the same circle of friends, and he approached me with the idea of the script, let me look through some of the specs, and it just looked like a really amazing project. So after he had let me see everything, I asked him if I could be a part of this.
Oh, well, you approached me at the Halloween party, Fran's Halloween party last year. I was snacking on something, and you just showed up, and next thing I know, you were like, hey, are you interested in this? And yeah, I said yes, so I appreciate this opportunity.
Oh, probably the really collaborative nature where we're all really involved in creating the characters and the story and sort of talking about that piece by piece has been really cool.
You know, there's a lot of things, but I have to say my character itself is a really interesting, complex character, and one that a woman doesn't often get to play. She's not necessarily the bad guy, but I would call her one of the antagonists in the story, and it really is her interaction with the professional that serves as the catalyst for a lot of the rest of the development of the plot. And she's an interesting, complex, strong woman who is feared and in charge of her life, and a lot of roles like that aren't available for women.
What excites me most about this project is the fantastic storyline. Too often these days movies have an okay storyline, or mostly action, but this has a lot of soul to it, a lot of depth to the story, and that I think makes for a good film.
This is my first ever movie. So as a stand-up comic, I've been doing that for a couple years, going on almost 3 years, but I wanted to see what else I could do, so I thought this was something that I could spread my wings with.
The idea of creating a character, not quite from the ground up, but being able to find the nuance and the detail yourself. Not quite carte blanche from the writer, but having the ability to kind of explore and bring some ideas to the table that kind of work within the general diegesis of the script. There's that, but also for me is always finding the heart of whoever I'm playing. I have to find the heart, of whatever character it is, and especially when they have like this kind of darker element about them, and a professional killer with a conscience who is a loving brother, loves his mother, and has these friends and this whole life put together, but just his job happens to be to kill people.